If you're the type of person who's intrigued by the mysterious, and constantly searching for answers to the unknown, then you've come to the right place. As we all know, humans are pretty curious, and we're making discoveries all the time. Some of these incredible discoveries, however, seem impossible to explain, no matter how hard we tried. From strange creatures to the bizarre phenomenon to signals from outer space. These discoveries have all challenged our brightest minds and still aren't fully explained.
Before we move further, make sure you hit that like button, and also subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you can be up to date with our interesting content.
The Hidden Character Stone. Finding ancient tablets from hundreds of years ago isn't anything new. But what about one that references the present day? In Guizhou, China, a large rock was discovered. They have some characters inscribed on it. 2 Chinese characters spell out the Chinese Communist Party collapses. Researchers and experts who examine stone say millions of years old, and the characters were not added by human tools. Strange, right? Skeptics say the whole thing is a hoax to bring in tourists. However, in an interesting twist, the Chinese government always leaves out the word "collapse" whenever they have reported on this strange message. Antikythera mechanism. In the waters of the Mediterranean Sea, divers discovered a strange mechanical-looking device. When the device was taken to researchers for further examination, they discovered that it was some sort of early mechanical computer. However, what is mind-blowing about the Antikythera mechanism is that it was built over 1,000 years before any other similar devices. Years of inspection have helped us to learn that this device was used to predict the movement of the moon and the planets. Yet the one thing experts have no clue about is who exactly would have used such a machine. No one knows for sure. Nazca Lines. If you're ever flying over the southern coast of Peru, take a look down and you might see some interesting things, from strange spirals to pictures of animals drawn into the land below, or all sorts of images placed there. Around 2,000 years ago, now we know they weren't put there by aliens. Nope. Just the people who happened to live there at the time. But why would people draw out massive pictures of animals, flowers, and beings? Some experts think it has something to do with religious practices or something tied into astronomy. Whatever the reason, we're still not 100% sure about it all. Strange spheres. Modern humans have been around for about 200,000 years, and our ancestors millions of years beyond that. Yet one discovery in a South African mine suggests intelligent life was around way before all of that. The find in question is small spheres that are perfectly round, and harder than steel despite being fibrous in their makeup, said to be upwards of 2.8 billion years old. These spheres look man-made, leading some to think they are evidence of a prehistoric society. On the other hand, some researchers say they could have been created naturally, over billions of years. So there's no definitive answer yet. The Vanished Manuscript. Named after the man who purchased this strange manuscript in 1912, carbon dating reveals it was written in the 15th century. Beyond that, the rest is a mystery. It has no author and is filled with various drawings and a language no one understands. For hundreds of years, this book bounced around Europe, and even top academics and military cryptologists haven't been able to unlock its secrets. The Taos Hum. Have you ever had a strange ringing in your ears, or heard a sound no one else could hear? Probably traveled down to Taos, New Mexico, and you might just hear a humming that some residents have been reporting for years. It all started back in the 1990s with complaints about a constant humming. Some theories stated that it was the result of everything, from a government project with a secret knowledge military base, or even some sort of UFO-related event. Intrigued by the reports, researchers set up equipment in town to find the source of the humming, but couldn't locate it. Mysterious feet. We are not so sure if this is mind-blowing or just plain disturbing, so we will let you choose. Since 2007, along the coast of British Columbia, Canada, residents have found numerous shoes getting washed up on shore. Worse yet, the shoes have the remains of feet feel inside. Officials seem to think it's simply the result of people dying at sea. In this instance, their body decomposes but their feet stay somewhat intact and float along to shore still inside the shoe. Of course, this is just a theory and a disturbing one at that. The Great Red Spot. Heading out into our solar system is a finding, which is massive in size and hundreds of years old, yet we are no closer to understanding why it exists. We're talking about the area on Jupiter simply known as the Giant Red Spot. It's a massive storm which is twice the size of Earth and with winds of around 400 miles per hour. So why is the giant storm red in color, and why has it raged on for so long? There are a whole lot of notions but no one is certain. The WOW signal. Back in 1977, an astronomer was using a Router radio telescope to scan space for any interesting signals. While pointed at a group of stars known as Chi Sagittarii, the telescope picked up a signal that lasted over 70 seconds. Nothing like this has ever been picked up since. Skeptics were quick to suggest it was just a signal bouncing off the atmosphere or even space debris. Others have suggested it came from a comet far off in space. Of course, nothing can be proven or disproven at this point. But the idea of an alien signal is pretty mind-blowing. Well, whether bizarre or fascinating, these discoveries are mind-blowing. They just wonder, when they will finally be solved for good. If ever interesting discoveries are your thing and try checking out other related videos, just be sure to subscribe, so you don't miss out on any of our other videos.